This is the W2 Report with Sanji Himura. Here's Sanji.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the W2 Report. This time on Friday, I am your host, Sanji Himura. Today, we discuss Call of Duty's backstabbing of a Call of Duty leaker. But before we do, let's go over the ground rules with Lord Crocosquirrel as always.
Rule 1, don't be the dick. Looking at you, Activision and Ubisoft. Rule number 2, if you have questions, please refer to rule number 1. Rule number 1 applies to everybody. Rule number 2 applies to everybody. Just because I'm calling out Blizzard, Microsoft, Activision, Microsoft, and Uber shit doesn't mean a thing. Everybody, it still applies to everybody else.
Yes. Activision recently demanded a Call of Duty leaker cease and desist, and then says his leak sucked anyway. We get to the bottom of it. We get to the bottom of it with this article from Lewis Parker from Shitaku.
I don't know why we keep using Shitaku as a source. We don't know what his sources are, except maybe X.
Could be X, yes. It is X. The Ghost of Hope, a long-serving Call of Duty leaker, has been legally ordered to stop leaking and disseminating confidential information by Activision. While he announced that he still plans to stick around and chat about official Call of Duty news in the future, the leaker is now confirmed he's now retired and plans to comply with the legal demand.
Well, of course he would, especially if he's been real accurate as far as what Activision has had to say. My little brain says Activision lied, and we will know soon enough. Call of Duty is going to be out probably in mid to late September, early October.
Yeah.
Once shooter season 2026 starts.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, we'll definitely know by then.
Because they don't have enough time to change it now.
Well, the Ghost of Hope revealed and said information on a post on X roughly 6 hours after criticizing Activision for trying to shut down any shit that goes viral in a separate tweet.
Ooh.
Activision has legally demanded I stop leaking and disseminating confidential information related to Call of Duty / Activision, and I am complying with their demands. Still going to stick around and chat about official Call of Duty info and anything not related to the leak's confidential information. While the leaker's track record hasn't been 100% perfect in the past 5 years that he's been dishing out Call of Duty and related info, the legal move by Activision immediately spurned a wave of speculation regarding its timing. In reply to one post asking if Ghost of Hope has been right about everything, the official Call of Duty X account decided to take an opportunity to rub some salt in the wound.
Yeah, well, that's what this guy thinks. I'm guessing that that salt in the wound is more like salt on Activision's part because they hate being shown up.
They said, even when the leaks are wrong, they still hurt the people building the game and mess with player expectations.
Bullshit.
They're sour grapesing it.
Okay. Here's where we have to disagree.
Because those leaks can be used to make player choice to affect player choice. And if somebody says, "Well, this year's COD game is not only fishy, but we're going to pull a COD Box 4, and give you just the multiplayer version." Yeah, that's bullshit. Not only that, we're going to charge you $70 for it, and then not give you a story. And my first thought is, fuck you. I don't know what the leaks were. Nobody told me. and I don't care. But if
Well,
I
the
call a
leaks
leak like
themselves.
that, I wouldn't buy the game.
Well, the leaks themselves are irrelevant at this point. The fact of the matter is that if the Call of Duty official X account is saying this in response to somebody asking, the fact of the matter is that the leaks themselves could have come from anybody in Activision Blizzard. And they could have been set up in such a way, you know how they catch leakers with copy pasta? Same thing.
Okay.
Now, if we take a look at the track record of this guy, and if we take a look at everything that Activision Blizzard has done to target leaks in the past, singling him out is kind of an outlier in this situation. But that's just me. Now,
The only reason I can think of that they would single him out is if he was right or close enough to scare them.
well, he did make a point to mention a standalone Call of Duty Zombies game, which is entirely possible given the circumstances. Now,
Well, hasn't it actually been the case that every game has to have a zombie mode these days? They gave one to Red Dead Redemption. What the holy fuck was that? That is just a simulator for to watch your horse do plop plops.
well, it isn't necessarily the zombie mode that that got added
It's
to the
a
game.
up zombie game. You mean Left 4 Dead 2?
Basically, yes.
Okay, so let's go back. Let's rewind a little bit to some of the. Let's rewind. Actually, not even a little bit. A lot. And I have a half a dozen games sitting right here, and they're actually physical games because downloadable games weren't proper at that time. Weren't going to be a thing. I grabbed half a dozen games out of a box in my general vicinity from a number of different companies, some of which we've actually been talking about. In fact, I'll start right here. Activision. They made a game called Pitfall long time ago. Anybody remember that one? I do.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Okay.
I remember the original Atari gun version.
That's the one I have. That's what I have in my hot little hands. I have Atari cartridges from the 2600 era. Asteroids, that was a solid game, even though it was technically a port at the time. I have other games running around here. How about this one? Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Damn, I'm old.
Speak up, Len. Mind you, that game was confusing as shit. I actually managed to beat it one time. Let's see. This one's from Parker Brothers. Tutankhamun.
Oh.
That's, yeah. You are rating in there. Okay, another Parker Brothers game. Let's go with Frogger. These are games that when people knew what the hell they were up to.
Mm-hmm.
My middle son just showed me a copy of The Empire Strikes Back from the same era. And then we have a game here called Berserk, which was redone not long ago. And I like the original better. Why would I like the original better? Well, the original won't actually zap you if you take too long. Fucking bastards.
Ooh.
So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's a lot of
half
games.
a dozen games from way back in the day that didn't need zombie modes. They didn't need those, and they were definitely not $80 fucking Nintendo. When did your brain fucking die? Oh right, Iwata expired as the president as the president of No Friendo. And when they put the new guy in, everything went to shit.
Yep.
I think they've actually gone through one more. Reggie Fils-Aimé was a huge loss for Nintendo because he was the one keeping things standing.
Yeah.
At least in the West.
Oh yeah, he was an amazing PR guy for Nintendo.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't
Like
just
that man knew how to PR.
Oh yeah, that man knew how to PR, but he didn't grow up in PR.
No.
It's like importantly, he knew how to connect.
He had a voice. He actually had a proper voice for radio, and for the most part, a face for film. He could have done that too.
Yeah.
The other thing he did, that he is a gamer. He didn't come up from box products like who was it? I think it was actually Activision at one point. Hired some guy, hired the CEO of Craftaway to become their CEO.
Oh wow!
I don't know. Somebody did it. Might have been Electronic Arts. It was whatever it was. They were stupid.
Yeah, I remember hearing about one CEO, gaming CEO hired from a pizza CEO.
Yeah. So yeah, those are things that have happened, and they shouldn't have.
Yes.
Those people are terrible. You don't give box. It's you're not selling consumables. You're not selling any one of of millions of other products. You're selling video games. They are entertainment. And by the way, when somebody tries to pick up Kathleen Kennedy or some other similar creature from Hollywood, they need to be
They need to be shot.
They need to be rejected. No, you said it, not me. I was trying to avoid saying that. Thank you very much. I will take your wording and call it a day after I condemn it for violence. There you go. Because that's the freaking joke.
Yes, it is.
I disavow the word shot, as in shot put.
Well, unfortunately,
I'm going to throw a cannonball, which is more or less what that is.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, we're probably going to have to end it here.
Oh, no fun.
Yeah.
Anybody that wants to see what a good game was like, from before E.T. the Extraterrestrial, go see if you could find a not dead A2600, either the old version, the old big version with more with lots and lots and lots of ports on it, or the newer version, which actually should be easier to get hold of.
Mm,
I mean, they even then were talking about 1988, 87, 88, something like that. No, it's 88.
mm.
They were brand new. They were new then. The 5200 has lots of cool games. Hall of the Mountain King was one of my favorites. Dig Dug, Load Runner, you name it, it's out there.
Yeah.
And the fun part of it is, a lot of it is we don't give a flying rat's fuck what you do. As opposed to Nofrendo and Sega.
Mm.
Although, if I'm being honest, Sega makes all of its money these days on software, whereas Nintendo actually has hardware to go with it.
Yes. But
as
unfortunately,
noted by the number of Sonic games on Nofrendo devices.
yeah. But unfortunately, this is where we have to leave off for Friday.
Yeah. Too bad, really.
Yeah. I have been Sanji Himura. Thank you for watching the W2 report for Friday, the 13th of March. If you like this kind of
March the
content,
11th.
March.
It is
No.
March the 11th.
No, this is Friday. Today is Friday, sir.
Huh? Oh, you're right. Oh, yeah, it is. Sorry. Brain fart. Early brain has attacked.
Yes, and unfortunately, we're going to have to end it up here. I have been Sanji Himura. Remember to do all the YouTube things, like, comment, and subscribe, and share with everybody, even if you don't know them.
Whether you know them or not. Don't forget to check out any kind of financial options that may be available in the description.
Yes.
And there should be a Discord link down there, is there not?
There should be, yes.
And if there is not, you're gonna fix it, right?
Yes, I'm going to fix it.
We do all kinds of fun stuff in that Discord.
Yes, watch anime.
And you can bug Sanji because you think his takes are way too hot.
But remember to do all the YouTube things, like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord if you haven't. But I have been Sanji Himura. Beware the taxman cometh.
Hello, folks. This is Morgan Freeman. This concludes our broadcast today. I'm Morgan Freeman. Good night.